Welcome to a new vlog. Today's video is a little bit different from the usual because I normally don't open up about my emotional journey on social media, especially YouTube. However, on this video, I felt like giving you a little life update, which is not little at all, just helping other people or connecting, just simply sharing my story on grief and loss. Good morning. It is Friday today and it's been such a cozy morning. It's been raining all morning, like very hard, and I've just stayed in bed. I started a new show as well, had breakfast, and then I went to the gym. I did an upper body session, strength training, and it was really nice. However, my wrist is hurting so much since a long time now. I'm getting it checked on Monday, and I did feel like it was harder for me to train. I'm now home. It's 12:44. I'm meeting up with a friend that lives in London and she's here now. We're gonna go around, check a few stores, go for a coffee, just hang out, and then I'll be back home for lunch. And I want to edit some videos and content. Later on, I'm going for dinner with Rachel and Maru, and it's an early dinner, so that's great. And that's kind of my plan for today. I want to check these loafers that I've been kind of wanting and eyeing for a long time. I don't know if I will get them, but I want to check them out. I also have to buy a few makeup products and just gonna go for a coffee or a warm matcha latte because it's raining so much today. It's very cloudy and wintry, but I really like this weather. I am gonna leave in a little bit and I'll see you guys. It is raining so much and it's so cozy. I kind of really like this weather. Sometimes though, not always. I'm gonna head out now to La Rozas village. We were originally gonna go to a flea market with lots of house goodies, but it's raining a lot and that's like outside in the street. I reckon it's not the best day to go. So we're gonna go to La Rozas village instead. Just go for a stroll, maybe have lunch there. I'm going with my boyfriend and I'm also gonna take Monch. So come on, Papa. Vamos. My navy outfit for a dark, cloudy day. And I'm taking a coat as well. It's raining so much, so we stopped for tea and dessert. Good morning, guys. I just remembered I never got to update you on our trip to Las Rozas. Today is actually Wednesday and I've been feeling a bit under the weather these past few days. I think I did catch this cold Saturday when we went to Las Rozas. It was pouring rain and it wasn't very successful either because we didn't buy anything except for me. I did buy two things that I'm gonna show you now. I got this Clinique moisturizer. It's for day and night and it doesn't have SPF. I already own an SPF moisturizer. However, I did want to have one for any moment kind of situation. And then I also got the Stay Lauder 3C concealer. It's this one.
I had another one and it finished, so I decided to get a new one. I just jumped out of the shower and I'm gonna do my skincare, dry my hair with a Dyson, and meanwhile I'm gonna update you a little bit on life as well. I feel like talking to you guys. Okay, I'm using this toner which I'm obsessed with. It's my favorite ever from Beauty of Joseon, the Ginseng Essence Water, and it's just so soothing and refreshing on my skin. It feels amazing. I've tried other ones as well from Mixsoon, other Korean brands, but this is definitely my favorite one. It just feels so hydrating on the skin. Okay, then I normally use this Madagascar Centella face cream, but I'm gonna try out this Clinique one that I bought. I like products that are very water-based on my skin because it tends to be very dry, and this way I just feel moisturized and refreshed. This has a gel consistency, which I love. It feels very light but very hydrating as well. And then for SPF, I'm using the Beauty of Joseon. It's one of their most famous products. Okay, a little life update. I have been feeling very emotionally drained. Not in a depressive vibe, but just on a kind of lost vibe. Although I do have something going on that I will tell you more about in a few minutes. But I've been feeling lost in a way that I wake up with I don't know how to explain this, but with no motivation or momentum. I wake up because I have to. You know what I'm saying? But not in the depressive vibe. I also haven't mentioned that 2 months ago I lost my dad to cancer. So obviously it has been very rough times since he even got diagnosed. It has been a complete roller coaster. Hello, it's future me from the editing section. I just wanted to make a lot of emphasis on the fact that I literally don't show any part of my emotional journey on YouTube, and it has been very intense and overwhelming, and just these days have been specifically hard, but I do try to work on all of this, so just have that in mind, okay? I know grief is something very personal. On these clips I might be showing off as someone that is not going through a loss, but it's not like that every day, okay? These days have been very hard. Just wanted to say that, and let's go back to the video. And I have been okay. Like, I've been able to deal with the grief and the pain because I've put a lot of work into all of that. But just now I'm feeling very heavy on life. Just, I don't know, kind of unmotivated, and I'm putting this on my hair, hydrating oil. Also, I get to talk about this from a very light perspective because again, I've put a lot of work into it. However, there are days that I just feel overly consumed by the grief and the loss, and other days that I feel like I can cope with it better. So don't misjudge my interpretation of this and the way I'm going through it, because there are very hard days through all of this, and it is a complete roller coaster. And if you've been through this, which I hope you haven't, you can understand the complete roller coaster that it is, and how some days it just feels lighter to cope with it, and some other days just feels terribly heavy, and you just never forget about the situation that you're going through. Like, even when he was still with us and when the disease was like overcoming our lives, it felt like whenever I got a moment to kind of disconnect and forget about it, I would feel guilty to be feeling good. And it just happens the same now whenever I'm enjoying myself or I forget about it, because you never really forget about it. It's always at the back of your mind. Personally, just kind of feel guilty for feeling okay during these times. So, of course, don't misjudge whatever is going on. Whatever I'm showing on camera is not the full length of my life. Just have that in mind. Okay, I'm gonna try this product that I bought the other day, and I'm also gonna bring a mirror because I don't have any here. Now I feel like I'm out of breath from talking about this. It just kind of triggers and releases anxiety, of course. Anyways, moving on to something else because I feel like I don't want to talk about this right now. Just wanted to update you a little bit, and probably I will feel more comfortable as the time goes by to talk more about it. Onto something else. I have been building something very exciting and something that I'm really pouring my heart into. This is my own brand. It's called aware.move. You already have the Instagram account if you want to check it out. And I have been building this project since 2023 or so, when my dad actually got diagnosed. Kind of started from there. And this is a holistic wellness project. My intention is to provide different tools and opportunities for people to learn different ways to heal themselves from a very holistic approach. So, having in mind your body, your mind, and your soul as a unity. It focuses on a lot of alternative medicine, a project that I'm bringing from the bottom of my heart, and even now has more meaning. There's like a bigger reason for me to do it since my dad's death, of course, and everything that I've personally been through and learned. It's a very broad project and it's still growing, and honestly, I've just started. So on one side, I have the social media that if you want to check out, feel free to do so. I would love for you guys to follow along that journey as well. And then I'm also building a podcast, which is very, very, very exciting. I'll be bringing different people from different disciplines. And then there's also the event part. I'm hosting wellness events every month. I'm hosting one next weekend, of course. I'll put the link down in the description box so you can check it out if you want to come. It's here in Madrid. All of those things I'm working on, which helps me a lot throughout my day and helps me feel focused and motivated. However, these days have just been harder. I'm also gonna get my period, so I'm just like feeling very emotional right now. Okay, I'm using this Rare Beauty contouring. It's the Mellow, and I love these two products. I love the contour and the blush. This is the Virtue blush. I think I'm gonna post a week in my life as an entrepreneur, like building my own brand or something like that on YouTube. I feel it would be interesting, and you also get a glimpse of my day-to-day in more detail. That might be fun. All of this just navigating through grief and going through all of those emotional baggages that life brings. This is kind of my little update. I have been feeling more motivated on YouTube as well, as you can see, posting a lot more consistently because I bought this new camera which I am obsessed with, and it just motivates me to create more. I'm using this Dior Show Blackout mascara. I think I have covered the important things. What else? I'm just gonna dry my hair now. This is my makeup, by the way. This is all I do, very natural. And, most important part of my makeup or skincare routine, I don't do anything to them. I just brush them upwards, and then they will eventually go downwards with time throughout the day. But that's all I do. Okay, now my makeup is done. I just came back from a long walk with Monso, and it's 7 p.m. I'm gonna start making something for dinner. It is so cold outside, but it feels very nice because it's very refreshing on the face. Come say hi to the camera. He is something else. Anyways, I am not feeling great, and tomorrow I have a full day photo shoot. I don't know how I'm gonna perform. being completely honest with you guys, I feel like I don't often talk about how I'm feeling, but I feel like this vlog is more opened up a little bit more on this vlog. I am not in the best mindset these days, just for like a couple of days. It hasn't been that long, but I don't know what's going on. It's just I feel so out of place. Like I don't have something that moves me forward or wakes me up with excitement. I don't know, maybe it's just like a bit of everything. And also being sick is making me very slow and more emotional. So I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna make something cozy for dinner and nutritious. There are some days like this, and I actually had a reflection the other day that not every day is gonna be exciting, and I tend to romanticize my life so much. And it's been a while since I felt like this because I always wake up with something, like with an intention, and I romanticize so much my day to day, so everything feels more magical. And honestly, it does work so much, but I don't know what's going on these days. I just feel so out of myself. And again, just a reminder that it is okay to feel like this sometimes. Life is not always going to be exciting, but I also think that we get to choose if we make it exciting. So for example, today I'm feeling like absolute crap. Instead of whining about it and not doing anything, I'm going to make something yummy for dinner and just rest, because that's what I'm craving. I'm just in this negative loop. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I do. So much is going on. But I just try to find a reason for this behavior, I guess. I'm not finding something very specific besides from the fact that I'm going through grief and loss. But I'm just gonna stop talking and start making dinner. I have leftover curry that I made last night for a what I eat in a day video I filmed that I will post, I think, next week. So stay tuned for that. I'm trying to find something on Pinterest to draw or paint. I think it will make me feel better if I do something creative, which I haven't in a while. So I just found this very simple sketch